Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about My Universal Photos, which is the photo system that they use at Universal Studios. So without further ado, let's get started. Universal Photos is a third-party contractor who works with Universal Studios to provide photos in the theme parks. Now, if you are going to Universal and this is your first time using the photo package, I want you to be very, very aware that it is completely different than what you will find with the Memory Maker experience at Disney World. Universal only has photos in specific places, and there aren't that many of them. So I wanted to share with you a list of where the photos are so that you aren't caught unaware. And you can find all of this information on their Facebook, which I will make sure to link in the description below. It's My Universal Photos Orlando. And they do have a photo with all of the information of where their photo options are, and they do update it sometimes, so you definitely want to double check before your trip. So, at Universal Studios, which is the main park, they have an on-location section, and that is right when you walk into the theme parks, and that's actually right in front of the photo store for My Universal Photos and Universal Studios. They have one at the E.T. Toy Closet and Photo Spot, the Men in Black Alien Attack ride. There's a ride photo for Revenge of the Mummy. There's a ride photo and optional additional purchase of a ride video at Rip Ride Rocket. You can meet the Transformers, and there's several different Transformers that come out so that you could see one and get back in line and potentially see a different one. The Back to the Future Amazing Pictures, a selfie spot, and the Dark Room on Hollywood Boulevard. The Dark Room on Hollywood Boulevard is a green screen option, and you see what they up on kind of a TV up in the corner, and it'll show you, hey, you need to pose this way, or pose this way, or pose this way, and it'll take your photo. In Island of Adventures, they have the Photos Expedition Photography, which is their photos right at the front of the theme parks. The ride on Spider-Man, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. The Incredible Hulk coaster has a ride photo. Dudley Do-Rights from Shaw Falls has a photo. Jurassic Park River Adventure has a ride photo. The Spinosaurus Encounter is another selfie spot in the park. The Raptor Encounter, which is a photo op and kind of a meet and greet with one of the raptors in the Jurassic Park area. There's a ride photo on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Adventure. There's a ride photo on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. And seasonally, which is around during the holiday offerings, there is a photo with the Grinch. Now, in 2020, you did have to make pre-reservations to meet the Grinch, and there was a link on the My Universal Photos Orlando Facebook page on how to do that. Then you have Volcano Bay. You have the Krakatoa Aqua Coaster. You have the drop slides. You have the tubes. You have the Punja Racers. You have the Hounu, I know I just butchered that, Iki Moana. There are several family selfie stations, and there are several volcano selfie stations. There's the Hug-A-Mo selfie station, the Splash and Snap selfie station. There is the photo sales counter and the photo kiosk. So there actually are more options in Volcano Bay for photos, but they are simply selfie stations, not like ride photos. So you're probably wondering, so Lena, what am I looking at price-wise? Because it's something that interests me. Well, here's the thing. If you are purchasing a theme park package, whether directly through Universal or as a travel agent, you can add it on right then. But I'm going to tell you, as a travel agent, don't do it. And here's why. If you follow them on Facebook, several times a year, they will have special sales. And it will include things like maybe 18 months for the price of 12. Maybe you get some free photos. Maybe you get some free ride videos. Maybe you get that, everything I just said. And it's a cheaper price. The only way to get that cheaper price is to go directly through My Universal Photos. A travel agent and Universal can't give you that special pricing because they are a third-party company. And the website to go to, and it's on their Facebook, it's the Presale site. And I'll go ahead and link it in the description below in case you don't want to mess with Facebook. So, on a normal, everyday package, a one-day digital package is $70. A 3-day digital package is $90. A 1-year package is $140. Now, you can do a 3-day Shutter Buttons package, which includes the Shutter Buttons living photography video in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it's also $140. And it also includes a 5x7 print, a 4x7 print, and a DVD of your Shutter Buttons experience, whereas I just opted to receive the digital video. They also have a 30-day package for $120. Now you're probably going, wow, that's really high. It kind of is, and I'm going to have to agree with you on that. That's why I really, really recommend you wait and keep a watch for a sale. And you're like, well, I'm not going till next year, and they're running a sale. Should I jump on it? I would, because the sales are seeming to be less and less. Let's use 2018, for instance, the first year that Sam and I went to Universal. They had a spring break package. They had a Mardi Gras package. They had a summer fun package. They had a fall festival package. And it was almost like every 2 or 3 months they were running another special. They didn't do that in 2019, and they didn't do that in 2020. They ran very, very few sales in those months. So I really recommend that you go ahead and purchase if you know that you want it. And here's why. It doesn't activate until you use it. So maybe you're planning to go in 2022 and you see a really good deal with some perks that you really like. Jump on it. Purchase it. You've got the email. Throw it in a folder that's specific to your vacation in your email, because you will need to print it off with the barcode for them to scan at the photo store. I highly recommend purchasing it when you see it if it's something that you know you want, because you never know if they're going to run a sale again. Because like I said, they have been running them less and less frequently. Now, if you're able to catch a 12 or even 18-month package, I would definitely make sure that you're going to get the best value out of it. So if you're planning to go on 2 trips that you can work within the 1 year of your photo package, definitely would jump on board, because you're going to get more bang for your buck. I mean, we're all looking for the best ways to do some savings on vacation, and this is going to be it, especially if you want the photo package. So this is something new that they're doing. It's a personal photographer experience. And this is directly from their Facebook page. It says, guests can now book a 1-hour session with an exclusive My Universal photographer and have a creative photo shoot with Universal Studios, the backdrop. Guests will meet their photographer for a focused and fun shoot in New York-inspired alleyways of Universal Studios, Florida. Other locations will be available soon. This was posted at beginning of January. Don't miss your chance to build some unforgettable #Universal moments. This experience also includes a 3-day My Universal Photos digital package. Get all your park photos digitally for 3 consecutive days. So I do want to make that clear. If you buy a 3-5-day package, because sometimes when they run specials they'll offer a 5-day, they must be used consecutively. So you can't say, well, Monday and Tuesday we're going to Universal this week, and we're going next Monday to Universal, I'll use it then. That won't work. It has to be consecutive days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The days have to be right next to each other, otherwise you're going to lose it. Complement your personal photography experience with all your My Universal photos from your favorite rides and attractions to truly build the ultimate photo album. Availability is limited each day on the personal photographer. Reserve your personal photographer experience for just $199.99. Already a My Universal Photos member, which means you've already purchased a package. Park guests can upgrade an existing photo package for just $99.99. I think that's pretty steep, especially if you're already paying like $139 for maybe a year, and they want to charge you another $100 for a 1 hour, especially when the 3-day itself is just $89.99. So you're paying almost $10 more. You're paying pretty much $110 for the 1 hour, because the 3-day digital package is only $90. So, personally, unless like you're going for some sort of really special event, maybe you're doing an engagement, maybe you're doing some, you're on your honeymoon and you want to commemorate something really special that way, this might be the photo package that you want to look at, especially if you're only going to be there a few days and you're like, you know what, we really just care about the 1 hour session. We're going to do this package. It's not one that I think that I would personally do, simply because the price is a little too steep for me. It's for what you get. If there were more photographers around the park, more photo opportunities, then 100% I'd be all on top of it, because I'm looking at the one at Disney going, well, it's cheaper and it's included. The photos will be included in my memory maker, and so you just. Sometimes you have to look at apples to oranges and see what's the better value. So, would I do the photo package? Yes, especially if it's your first trip and if you can get a package. Now, here's the thing. If you are simply doing you're getting the card and they're scanning your photos, you have to download them, get them that day, because they dump their photos at the end of the day. I know. Comparatively, when you're like, wow, I've been home for, 30 days and my photos are still available even for my 1 day at Disney. That's not how it works with Universal. If you don't grab those photos, especially if you're only going to be there 1 day, the photos are gone. Now, the only exception to this that I have found is when they do a normal Mardi Gras parade, and there are photographers who will take photos of those who are on the parade floats, and because it takes a while for those to sometimes get to the system, they are available for a couple days later. But if you're only going to the parks for 1 day, you're almost SOL at that point. The other option that I have seen, I guess there's two, when it comes to delayed photos, is the character dining, and I'm sure it probably would apply to the Grinch breakfast as well, but I don't have experience with that one yet. With the character dining photos, it's not something that's automatically in the system, because they have to take their SD card and dump it into the system. It's not like Memory Maker where 15 minutes later your photo is on your account and ready to view, download, share on social media, whatever you want to do. It does tend to take a while for them to appear in your account, and that's because it's a SD card dump. So that is what it is. So, like I said, if it's your first trip, you're going for a special occasion, if you can grab one of the packages, I think the photo package is always worth it, because that way someone is not missing from your photos each time, because I know in my case that would be me, because I'm the one that's normally behind the camera. But with a photo package, everyone's in the photo. But the price and the limited photo options make it kind of iffy, especially if you're watching your pennies. So if you have any questions about the photo package, or you have any differences of opinion, I'd love to see them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!